Jason Schreier drops a report about new developments at Ubisoft that is quickly corroborated by the developer themselves. But their statement doesn't acknowledge employees upset about how they handled allegations of abuse. Sony's state of play is tomorrow. Microsoft is hiring for a new tech project. And this is the Daily Reset. Good morning, gamers, and welcome to the Daily Reset, brought to you by the Emergent Gamer. Subscribe and tune in every morning to get all the biggest news stories as you start your day. We're on all major podcast platforms, and we also upload our shows to our YouTube channel if you like to listen there. I'm Trip Zero, and this is your news for July 7th, 2021. Reports coming out of Bloomberg and Jason Schreier this morning indicate that Ubisoft is planning its next Assassin's Creed game and that it will be a live service online style platform that evolves over time. Schreier spoke with people familiar with its development who all declined to be named since the project is ongoing. He did speak with a spokesperson from Ubisoft who did not deny the game's existence but didn't go into detail either. They offered this statement. Ubisoft aims to exceed the expectations of fans who have been asking for a more cohesive approach to the series. Not being released until 2024 or later, the project currently known as Assassin's Creed Infinity is being designed as a hub that will allow players to play multiple games that may look or feel different, but will all be connected to each other and the wider Assassin's Creed universe. This may be good news for fans of the series, especially those who are dissatisfied with the more open-world, RPG-like direction the franchise has taken since Assassin's Creed Origins, as the few details we have indicate players may get multiple ways to play inside of this unified experience. After this report was published, Ubisoft themselves released a statement acknowledging Assassin's Creed Infinity and detailing the shifts in studios that will happen along with the development of this project. Calling it a cross-studio structure, they indicate that Ubisoft Montreal and Ubisoft Quebec will work together in developing Assassin's Creed instead of passing leadership of the games back and forth between studios for each release, as they have done. Their report listed new organizational changes in leadership for the franchise as a whole for Assassin's Creed Infinity, and stated that each studio would have their own creative leads that will oversee their own teams, still working in collaboration. Detailed in Schreier's reporting, but notably absent from the official statement, is the fact that there are apparently still managers in place that were accused of abusive behavior by employees at the company over the past year. Complaints about this from employees have filled internal message boards at Ubisoft, saying that not enough has been done about the harassing, toxic, and sexist behavior of the individuals still with the company. This is, however, something addressed by the spokesperson who engaged with Schreier originally before the Ubisoft press release. While she declined to comment on individual cases, she stated that any employee that had allegations and remains at Ubisoft has had their case rigorously reviewed by a third party and were either exonerated or underwent appropriate disciplinary actions. She said employees who have been under investigation would not remain at Ubisoft if results of investigations warranted termination. Sony has announced on their PlayStation blog that their next State of Play will air tomorrow, July 8th at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific, on their Twitch and YouTube channels. Sony indicates we'll see roughly 30 minutes altogether with a 9-minute deep dive into Arcane Studios' Deathloop, an indie and third-party game updates. Deathloop will be a PlayStation 5 and PC exclusive release for a year, despite being developed by Arcane and published by Bethesda, both now under the Microsoft umbrella, as the buyout did not affect contracts in place before that time. Rumors of there being new God of War related discussions were addressed directly in the post as well, and cut short, with Sony stating, "This showcase will not include updates on the next God of War, Horizon Forbidden West, or the next generation of PlayStation VR. Stay tuned throughout the summer though, as we'll have more updates soon." According to 2 job postings by Microsoft, it appears that they are looking to build a team focused on creating new video game rendering and upscaling methods powered by machine learning in a similar style to what we've seen with NVIDIA's DLSS. Upscaling allows players to enjoy their games at higher resolutions, such as 4K, without suffering loss of frame rate, which many contend is the more important of the two for smooth gaming experiences. And with those 4K TVs becoming more prevalent, allowing the consumer to use them is more important than ever. Microsoft is hiring senior and principal software engineers with experience in machine learning and data science with 5 and 10 plus year requirements, respectively. In their own job posting, they state they are seeking DLSS-like upscaling techniques or, and this is in their own words, overhauling the entire pipeline to take greater advantage of machine learning, the likes of which we've only seen in research papers. We'll have to see how this impacts future Xbox or PC tech, or the development of Xbox's cloud gaming projects. And that's going to be it for Wednesday, July 7th, 2021. Subscribe on your favorite podcast service to get up to speed in the gaming world every morning with me, your host, Trip Zero. And be sure to find and listen to our main show, the Emergent Gamer podcast, live on twitch.tv/emergent_gamer on Wednesday nights. That's tonight. And then on podcast services the next day. Get the news with me and hear the in-depth discussion with the rest of us. I'll see you tomorrow.